cheap, son of a bitch. Can't afford no gift bag, bitch. No, she's completely going to be like that. But the thing is, I come to expect it, so I'll be like, yeah, because I'm smart.
Welcome to another episode of Don Draper's Den. On this podcast, we discuss branding and marketing, about music and food and culture and nostalgia and each other and so much more. We hope that you're entertained. We hope you can get some insight from two marketing professionals such as ourselves. I'm Chris, and this is Ernie. And in this episode, we get into a whole lot of Black Friday. We get into food. We get into just ruining Christmas for a little kid. It gets real deep. We had a lot of fun in this one, so we really do hope you enjoy it. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Help to blow this thing up. We really do appreciate the support. So without further ado, pour yourself a glass. And let's get into this.
All right, cheers.
Cheers. So, back to the elections. Still kidding. Never going to talk about it again. It's good. It snowed. Were you excited about the snow recently?
No,
here in Ohio?
No, I do like cold weather. I like fall particularly. That's my favorite season because it's cool. You don't have to. You could, as far as clothes, you can kind of dress up a little bit more. You're not wearing like shorts, t-shirt all day long.
Right.
I do like just that feel of the brisk, cool air. You know.
Yeah.
The changing the leaves.
Yeah.
But when that snow comes, I just don't like it because I can't ride my motorcycle. You can't really. It's hard to do.
Motorcycle.
You can't do a whole lot outside.
Yeah.
And then it's just seasonal depression. You know, I just like everything starts to slow down for me, and I'm like,
that's kind of your that's kind of your thing. Huh?
It's a real thing for me. Like it's harder to get up in the morning. It's harder to just want to get out and do things. So now I will say. However, the Browns beat the Steelers last night.
Jesus. Tell me about it.
And
tell me about the Browns. Yeah,
but it was awesome because it was snowing like crazy up in Cleveland.
Okay.
And so on the broadcast, you could barely even see the ball. Like you had to squint just to see. It was so terrible. Really? It was like a complete whiteout on at least on a television screen.
Right.
And it just felt like, you know, that good old fashioned backyard football that we used to play when we were kids. Yeah. And so for that standpoint, like, okay, that was cool. Yeah. But really, you know, slipping around, bad drivers. There's nothing really good to look forward to for me for snow. How about you?
I don't really care about snow. I like when it gets cold, right? Mm-hmm. There's a couple. As a metalhead, I think we talked about this before. The music is better. It feels better. It hits different when it's cold. It just feels like put the metal on. Right? It's cold out. Yeah. Right? It feels right. So. And it starts with Halloween, right? Because everybody busts out those old Manson tracks and the 9 Inch Nails and stuff on the radio and Metallica, mandatory Metallica and all that horse shit. But it's good. It kind of starts things off. And then, but I like the time for reflection, right? That's because, so my birthday is January 31st. So like Christmas hits, right? This has been the arc of my life, right? Christmas would hit as a kid and then soon thereafter, you know, the toys get a little, you know, they lose their luster a little bit. But then I would be like, oh, but my birthday's coming. Yeah. Right. And then as a kid, I'd get some cool presents. Right. So,
yeah.
So the winter wasn't all just, you know, bullshit.
Okay, that's a different perspective.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. So I can see that.
Like
well, you lucked out though, because like if your birthday was closer to Christmas.
Yeah, you got shafted on gifts.
Yeah, you get shafted on gifts. No. Everybody's all burnt out from celebrating. It's like, oh, it's Chris's birthday.
Happy birthday.
We really need to go to that.
Whatever.
But the fact that it's in end of January, and actually the next holiday after that is what, Easter?
Well, I mean, you know, I guess so. But so there's also like Valentine's Day and St. Patty's.
Yeah, but those aren't as big, you know.
No,
and so
not at all.
You get over the Christmas high, then you kind of settle in, and then it's Chris's birthday. All right, let's go to his birthday party. Get him good. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that works.
Yeah,
that works. I'd hate it if I had like a January 1 birthday or December 23rd. It's like,
bro,
you get shafted on the gifts. Fuck that shit, dude.
I don't even know. You know what? We'll get into it. Right? This is our podcast. We're gonna talk about what we want. So. One of my good buddies who was in a band with me a while back, Good man. He grew up in a town, right, that's kind of got a Boston vibe, or like, when people are racist, but they don't know they are. They're just old school. They're like Archie Bunker.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I mean? Right.
That's this town in New Jersey.
Okay.
And it's like right in kind of the armpit of the state, right? And so he was born on January 1st, and he's an Irish kid, right? And a ginger, and he gets in the newspaper.
Okay.
Because he's firstborn
Yeah.
of the year, right? Okay, that's a nice little hometown vibe. It's a little tiny Jersey town and all that. And by the way, they speak with like that Jersey accent, but like Joyzy.
Okay.
They actually say it
actually
like
say it like
that.
that.
Yeah, so old school, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, it turns out he was not the firstborn. There was a young black fella.
Oh, really?
Actually born first. That was actually born first.
No, and they didn't give him the credit?
No, they didn't give it to him, bro. Dude, hey, look, it was 1980.
Wow.
It's what it was.
That's terrible.
It was terrible. So, but yeah, we were at band practice one night, and I don't even know how we got into it, but like we kind of got to sharing stories or whatever. And then one of the other bandmates was like busting on him because I wasn't familiar with that part of Jersey. I grew up like 40, 50 minutes away, So it's like, oh yeah, dude, your town's a bunch of, racist cops anyway. And I was like, ooh. And then they kind of got into it, and I was like, oh man, but that's all a long time ago. Right. Like, let me tell you a story.
Oh, wow.
And then they let me know about that poor kid getting robbed. Bro.
He got robbed.
He got done
He got
robbed.
robbed.
But anyway, so shout out. I don't want to blow him up, but
from the minute he was born, he was robbed.
He got robbed, dude. He got robbed, but that was a different time, man. A different time in New Jersey, man.
Hilarious.
So, anyways, so I like the winter. Birthday's a good little bump after Christmas. I like, I like the reflexive period, man. Especially now, you know what I mean? Maybe it's a business thing. I'm accustomed now after, so many years kind of doing the 1099 thing and working for myself and the sales and all that. It's very much built into me to have like the business planning going, the personal plan, and like sit down, kind of reflect. Okay, did we meet the goals for the year? I feel like I'm prepping. And
see, for me, I don't know. It's hard because for me, during the winter times, that's when contracts renewals are up. Yeah, that's when you kind of hold your breath a little bit there. Yeah. If we didn't hit our goals or there's still things left I want to achieve. It's not always like sunshine and dandelions and like, this was a great year. It's like, oh shoot, we only have a few more weeks before this year's over. Right. And then we got to already start thinking about the next year, Right, so it's coming. Yeah, there's definitely reflection, but I don't interpret that reflection as like, oh, this is nice to just sit and reflect. And it's more of a, oh shoot, did I accomplish everything? Dang it, man. Where did this year go?
Fear.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe that has something to do with it as far as just that seasonal, just down depression, that feeling that I get. But also it's weird to say this, but I'm actually pretty active outside. Like I build sheds. I'm out there with the sheep. I'm mowing our lawn, and I love just kind of zoning out, mowing our acreage, Right. And so acreage. To be able to, I'm giving a picture. It's not like I'm sitting there. It's not like I'm sitting there like on a
mowing my estate.
No. That sounds really douchey. No, I like it. I mean, like it's not a push mower. I'm sitting on a riding lawnmower, and I'm there for an hour or two. And so I get my reflection. Size. Yeah, I get my reflection period done during that time. Yeah. And so then you go from that and really busy to, all right, everything's shutting down. Yeah. Where you're stuck in the house a little bit more. I can't really go out and you can do things, but there's snow on the ground. It just gets a little more complicated. So Hannah and I tend to create like hobbies or projects inside. Right. Like we brew beer one year or we'll bottle all our, our harvest or, that kind of stuff. We always try to figure something out and that, or I really start getting into cooking during the winter because I'll try different recipes or what have you. That before.
Is there, I mean, you haven't planned it out per se, but I mean, like anything on the menu this year, you're going to like dive into Indian? There's been a lot of Indian going on in my world lately. So.
Yeah. So No, not exactly. So the past 2 years, I've really been trying to learn all my mom's Filipino recipes.
Okay.
So for the past couple winters, I've been devoted to learning the recipes, trying to perfect that. But now I pretty much got everything that I like, everything that I ate growing up as a child. I've got all those.
What's some examples? What's on the menu for Filipino
food? So my favorite food is like what we call kari kari, and it's like it's a combination of like a sweet peanut buttery type.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sauce.
Yeah.
With oxtail.
Okay.
So that's like my favorite. Or there's like pancit, which is noodles, very popular.
Oxtail.
Mm-hmm. And then there's
like an actual oxtail.
Yeah, oxtail, like the vertebrae. And then
where do you get it?
You could get it over at Kroger. Kroger. What? Not plural.
Hey, look at myself. It go, dude.
Yeah,
very
Kroger.
Impressive. Yeah.
But yeah, they have it there, and so it's kind of like a oxtail stew, but the sauce is all like kind of a peanut butter based sauce.
Okay.
Then there's pancit. Then we have lugaw, which is like a rice porridge soup. So and then there's the egg rolls that she makes.
Yeah.
So I've kind of learned all that stuff, and so this year I don't have any new things right now prepared, but I look forward to this year food wise because that's when I pull out the hot pot. So we'll have to have you all over for hot pot.
I'm down.
It's like Japanese hot pot. Like you put the meat and the vegetables in there and it cooks in front of you. Yeah. And then everybody's just kind of socializing, pulling that stuff out and in a bowl of rice and eating it. It's very social. Yeah. It's not intended to be like a 15-minute ordeal. Scarf down a hot dog type of ideal scenario. It's more of a hey, let's sit, chat, tell stories, cook our meal in front of in front of each other.
Okay.
And then I don't know if you like crabs. I usually get some crabs and some lobster.
I don't usually like crabs.
Yeah, you don't?
No.
But you're on the Jersey side, like
they're the freaking insects of the ocean, bro.
Dude, I think if I somehow my spirit got teleported to your body and your taste, I would be living in a walking prison because I'd be like, wait, I used to love crab and lobsters.
All right.
And I'd be hating myself.
I'll tell you what. Crab. I was in we call that Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore, as they say it there.
Baltimore.
And I had to get crab cakes.
Mm-hmm.
When in Rome.
Right.
Because I figured, well, if anybody's going to do it right, I just didn't, I don't know. Whatever. I'd rather have a chicken sandwich. I don't know. It just didn't hit me right. Stupid. But if I'm going to get sushi, I love sushi.
Yeah.
Right? But we live in Ohio. So sushi is a little, I don't know.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
When I was in Japan eating sushi there, it's like even their lower quality sushi.
Were you on your acreage in Japan?
No. But doesn't even compare. Like their lower, what you would say like their lower quality sushi is like extremely
so much better.
Way better than what we have here.
Like I was in Florida. Man. There's a sushi joint down in Florida I would go to all the time. It was like Blue Dolphin or some weird shit like that. But it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. A bunch of fresh caught stuff that
right.
day.
You gotta get it right. You gotta get it fresh.
So good.
Yeah. But the secret there though is not only obviously the fresh ingredients in Japan, fresh caught that morning.
Yeah.
But then it's how they prepare the rice.
But they've been doing it forever.
Yes. It's such a science.
Yeah.
And when they do it, they know obviously how to do it right. It's amazing.
Yeah. I learned, speaking of rice, you got to wash your rice, right? This might be the most entry level, I'm comment and like and share on this one because I'm sure I sound like an idiot, but I don't care. So, New York, maybe a sushi guy, something like that. It was like, you got to get your rice in the cold water, move it around with your hand, right? Got to use your hands, as he said, and then dump the water. Now, he said that, and I was like, yeah, there was white stuff in the water afterward. So he's like, do it on the third time is when you're cooking it.
Yeah.
Right? But 2 times wash it with cold water and get all the white stuff off. And then that will help you to have some really good sticky rice so that you can make your rolls, your sushi rolls. So
yeah,
it's a little tip. I've not made sushi myself, but evidently that's how it goes.
Yeah, it's I mean, even down to the science, like they have like the bowls that you put the rice in.
Yeah.
They have the right tools that they use to mix vinegar in there. It's so good.
God, that sounds good. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
What? Oh man, I'm thinking about food. I'm thinking about growing up now. You're talking about your mom's recipes. So Uncle Bill has passed away. My dad's pretty good. Uncle Phil is pretty good at them. Rice balls. Have you had rice balls?
Yeah.
Right? Ranjin is what they'd be called. Girlfriend. So I'm gonna see if Shannon, my girlfriend, can make those this year. But God, I always look forward to those, man.
Yeah.
I miss that. What's weird is I can remember eating them.
Yeah.
And I can remember eating the rice balls, but like I can't remember. Like the holidays are confusing now.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember anymore.
Really?
No, I can't remember. Christmas, was it Easter? But all I know is that I think Easter we would have honey balls. You ever eat those?
I don't think so.
Just like
What country is it from?
It's all Sicilian.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
They're all rednecks over there. They're like hillbillies. So if you ask for like the history on it, they don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know. They're from the hills. So yeah, rice balls, ranchine, and then strufoli. Is that what it's called? But they were like honey rice balls. But I'm pretty sure that was for Easter. God, I miss all that stuff, man. Orange cookies.
Yeah.
Shannon's she made some orange cookies.
Nice.
She got the recipe from Uncle Phil. So, yeah. I'm just thinking about food now, man. We
I know.
After this. So
like for us, I look forward to Christmas. So I don't know if you know this, but like, so we call our Christmas Brown Christmas, and that's kind of coined because my nieces and nephews, we didn't know. My brothers and my parents and I never knew it until one time they started referring it to as Brown Christmas. And it's because
what's this gonna be?
It's because we make all this Filipino food and Filipino traditions, and it's a fun time.
Yeah.
But so during Brown Christmas, though, I took over. Not since I've learned my mom's recipes, I took over all the cooking.
Okay.
And so that's something I look forward to every year. Is I go up to my mom's house and I cook all these specialties. My mom doesn't have to do it anymore.
Okay.
And just to be able to sit back and watch my family enjoy Brown Christmas and the Filipino food.
So the brown part is like we're talking brown skin.
Brown skin. Yeah.
Okay, because now I'm like, wait, is all the food brown? What are we doing?
No. It's
just, okay. Yeah, I like that.
But
I like that.
It's food's huge for me.
Yeah.
But so I do have some things I look forward to with the winter coming and all that. I will say I'm a bit of a Grinch when it comes to holidays. I think I've told you this before.
You are a bit of a Grinch, dude.
Yeah. And only because listen,
left and right.
I like the meaning
of
what Christmas has become, the meaning of Christmas.
Yeah.
But I just don't like the buying all these gifts and you got to save or spend a mint on just buying all the kids' gifts. It's like, what does this become? That's why I tend to like Thanksgiving a little bit better because like you get the food and you get the fellowship and hanging out with the family and friends without the pressure to have to buy gifts.
Yeah.
The gifts, I just don't really get that. And so I changed it with my family where, not my immediate family, like with my brothers when we exchange gifts.
Yeah.
Where I only get like one family gift bag for each family unit, and each bag is the same gift. But I always put there's usually multiple things in it. But there's always something really unique or different, or some technology or something. But every family gets it.
Yeah.
And then I'll throw in some T-shirts and some fun little gadgets and things like that, and say, here's your family gift bag, and it's usually kind of like this big. That way, I'm not sitting there thinking about, okay, what's one unique thing for you and you and you? It's like, no, you all get the same thing. And usually it's a hit. Like there's something that people like.
There's no traditions.
No?
That I don't have, for better or worse. I don't have any traditions. I think those things kind of come organically. But as I think about it, even growing up, there wasn't the Carratello family event. You know what I mean? It's mostly in the food because they're all Italian. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
But yeah.
Italian food.
The best. The best.
Italian food is amazing,
bro.
I don't think I would be able to. I think I would be 300 pounds though if I ate Italian food,
especially that people in my family are pretty big,
home cooked Italian meals. Oh,
come on, man. Yeah, dude. Oh God, the chicken parmesan. I kill for a good chicken parmesan right now.
We gotta wrap this up. So
wait,
go get some lunch.
I'm so hungry now, man. I'm thinking about it. All right, wait. On to Thanksgiving, though, right? Just a quick note. What's your go-to movie? Like if you have, and we're talking traditional Thanksgiving meal, right? There's no brown Thanksgiving, bro. Just give me the turkey, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you need on that Thanksgiving menu? What's a requirement?
I'd like the traditional. So, like, I want the turkey. I want the stuffing. I want the casseroles, the green bean casseroles.
If you can only have one casserole, what would it be?
I would probably say it would be one of those. What do you call that? Like cheesy macaroni, cheesy type casserole. I don't know what they call it.
Okay, yeah, like a fancy mac and cheese. Kind of thing. All right,
definitely one of those as side items. But I like it all. Like my plate is, I get two big, huge plates, and then you have like the what do you call it? The yams or the
sweet
potato stuff
with the casserole.
with the
bro.
Yeah, and then all the I just pile it like it's just huge, and then I go for more, and then I'm just spent. I put on football and a game, and then I struggle to stay awake. Yeah,
get the itis. Yeah.
But what's nice though too is we have traditions for us where in the morning before we go we typically go to Hannah's family's house and celebrate. But in the morning we usually watch the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Right.
So it's a nice comfy, cozy family time. And then I started this tradition. I got to do it this year too, where I'll cook for breakfast. I'll cook a Dutch baby. For breakfast.
Dutch baby. That's not even a thing.
It is a thing.
Go ahead, Dutch baby it up.
Basically, it's like a pancake. Think of like a pancake, but you it's hard to explain. You bake it, but it's not exactly like it blows up. Like so, you put it in like a let's say one of those steel pans or whatever you call it, Dutch oven type pans.
Okay.
What do you call that thing? Like the
no idea.
Cast iron. So you get like one of those cast iron pans, and you put this mixture. It's a little thinner than maybe a pancake type batter, but when you cook it and bake it, it blows up. Okay. It's just like a pastry. Yeah. It blows up in the oven.
Yeah.
And then when you pull it out, it's very like dramatic, like it's kind of special because you pull it out, it's just this puffy pastry, pancakey type
like bubble or something.
Yeah, bubble, and it slowly kind of like shrinks.
Okay.
And then you could put powdered sugar on it, put butter, you could put all that stuff, and and then you cut it like a kind of like a pie, and everybody has some Dutch baby.
Dutch baby.
Yeah, so good.
A terrible name. Who did the marketing on that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's eat a baby. What?
And then I make like usually some bacon and eggs and other things to go with it. But, yeah.
Is the first podcast where we just cut it short?
Yeah. I get. Let's
get right back. We're gonna get some food.
Yeah, right. Now, do you guys do anything like for Thanksgiving typically?
Never have.
No.
Nope. It's all traditional American fare.
Mm-hmm.
I bring out that true trailer park vibes in my past because I like that stovetop. Right? Don't give me. My ex is a great cook.
Yeah.
Right? She's a great lady and all that. But it was the fancy, right? Had to be the fancy homemade stuffing with the thing and some of this too.
You like that stove
just
top?
Give it to me raw. If I'm eating mac and cheese, these are the few times where maybe we vibe because I know you love some like, I don't know, White Castle or whatever.
Yes.
Just give me the mac and cheese that's like glowing orange.
Yeah.
Glowing orange, like Dorito colored, and give me the stovetop. I don't even know how to make it. I think it was in college, and it occurred to me that I could just, if I wanted to, go buy some stovetop, right? And a roommate of mine made it. But yeah. So stovetop stuffing is crucial. Right?
Yeah, I agree. I love that. But I do feel like I got to defend myself here with your last comment of White Castle. Listen, everybody. my palate is such a.
Your palate is bullshit. When I ride on my
listen. I enjoy a wide array of food. Okay. I love the gourmet food. I love cooking gourmet food. I love great Indian food and Asian food and all the ethnic kinds of food.
India's Asia, bro.
Okay,
listen.
Yes, you're right.
Do you eat it while you're on your massive riding mower on your grand estate? There's just
now, listen. But
yeah,
I don't want to look like and feel like I'm just like I just enjoy the good things.
Yeah.
I could go to a gas station and eat one of those roller hot dogs. I could go to a White Castle and have a few sliders. And I love there's nothing like Kraft mac and cheese.
Oh, it's so good.
Right? It's so good.
Yeah.
I can appreciate those
if it's
things.
like dinosaur shaped or
right.
something.
I'm
down, bro.
I could eat it.
I'm
this
down.
is not the same. I like the
I
like the elbow mac and cheese,
Is that a man's meal? It can't be dinosaur shaped?
Dude, it's about the texture of that noodle. I don't really enjoy as much, but so just so you know, I mean, you just threw out this whole comment that like, oh yeah, you like White Castle, and you make everybody think
really matter of fact.
All I like is sliders.
Like you're low class, bro. You know what I mean?
Like, come on, let me clarify that. Okay.
Yeah, the sweet potato casserole. Mm-hmm. That's a must. I love that. Man. I love that. In fact, I ate a whole plate of that at a Friendsgiving just last weekend, and I had a whole plate full.
Oh,
like a big just heap of it.
So
because why not? I'm a grown man. I can if I would just want to eat that. You know what?
Yeah, you could do whatever you want.
I don't have my mom standing over my shoulder. Hey, you got to put some turkey on that thing. No, I pay my taxes, and if I want to just have that, it's fine.
I agree. You can eat whatever the fuck you want. Right. Listen, how about what do you call that? Honey baked ham.
Ham's good,
dude.
I'm good with that.
Honey
baked
spiral ham. Yes, a spiral cut.
Yeah,
okay, fun fact about this. You know that the inventor of or who's known for the honey baked ham, actually he started by inventing the spiral cutter. So he invented the spiral cutter.
Yeah.
And I guess people weren't buying it. Didn't see the importance of it. Right. So he had to kind of show it, and so he created this honey baked ham that he could use his spiral cutter and cut. Right. And so he's more known for the ham
than the actual
apparatus used to cut it. Huh. Isn't that fascinating?
I wonder how that works, man. I we should put a link in the description or something for how that spiral cutter works. I'm just kind of picturing it in my head.
Yeah, I'll look that up.
Yeah,
but man, a honey baked ham with turkey. Now, what kind of turkey? Like fried turkey, baked turkey?
Just had a fried turkey
smoked
over
turkey.
The weekend.
Yeah,
just had.
I love fried turkey.
Very tasty. It was a little salty, which I was not expecting. And it was just fine and dandy. And my buddy Dylan.
I bet you're one of those freaks who you don't eat the skin. Like you get
we
white meat.
We are prejudging the shit out of each other right now.
Hey, you talk about how we talk trash. I'm good. But I'll tell you right now,
on, dude.
I can guess. White meat.
It all comes out.
I can guess. And if I looked at your plate, it's fucking white meat, no skin, and stovetop.
You are so wrong. No, it is not just white meat.
What's that can? Cranberry?
I hate cranberry sauce.
Oh, really?
Ooh, I hate cranberry sauce. I didn't know what it was. I was a little kid.
I was
so good.
I was guessing you're going to make up some story of like Jersey. We eat these like canned.
No. I hate it. It's disgusting. My kids love it. But it's disgusting. And yeah, I thought it was Jell-O.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know how old I was, but I remember looking at the plate that was handed to me. Like I was so young, I didn't fix my plate. Put it that way, right? So I remember like, oh, cool, Jell-O. I love Jell-O. Red fruit punch, I guess, flavored. You're
listening to some trauma here,
bro. And then I get me a scoop of it. I know that I went in for it first. Again, it's Jell-O. I was so pissed off, bro. You know what I mean?
Dude.
And I was a quiet kid, so
Yeah,
I just put it aside. But like from that day on, I just remember, I have the sense of like maybe looking at my whomever gave it to me, my mom, my dad, my uncle, somebody, and just kind of like, all right.
I love that stuff,
That's that
dude.
game you're playing.
I do like the homemade cranberry stuff, but I love the canned stuff, especially like when you just plop it on your plate and you see like the ridges from the can, dude. Love
Health
it.
food.
Love it.
Right.
Like, what am I eating here?
Doesn't matter.
Good.
Right. So the food aside, my mom, I'm hot topic on old Judy. She would get so fired up, right? She was just the sweetest lady, right? And she would like be real fired up. She loved Christmas and would prepare for it. Yeah, she would prepare for Christmas like December 30th of the prior year. Right.
What?
She was crazy. Man.
Wow.
She'd be like always like looking for ideas. And she was a really thoughtful person in that, like, she heard once in like February that you loved, purple flowers or some whatever. Right. And she'd like, it was in there.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
And so she'd get the right gift every time. So she was dope like that. But her ridiculous Black Friday like vibes were
was she all in?
It was all she could do. She
Really?
was just waiting for it to find the perfect deal.
Wow, that was like her Super Bowl.
2 extra cents off.
That was like her Super Bowl. Like she's ready.
Oh. And in the day, and it's just
I can imagine she puts on like this face paint. She's ready for
all padded up, just elbowing bitches in the face. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
I'm in that pack of socks
walking,
whore.
Has like a whole sack of gifts, holding like a big screen TV.
Yeah. She's all 120 pounds at 5'2". Yeah, man. Yeah, she loved it, dude. She loved it. I think the vibes of that. Yeah. Right. There's movies around it. I remember Schwarzenegger had a movie around that. Right. The perfect gift. But like back then, it seems like, I don't know if it's real or imagined, but like the nostalgia of it, the thought of it was like so much more real and visceral, and especially in the 90s. Right. So I was born in 81. So 10 in 91, 20 to 2001. So like in there, I was kind of aware, like, all right, Santa Claus, probably a myth, right? So you kind of see like they made no secret about going out shopping, and yeah, man. But it was such an event.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was like everywhere.
It was like a social thing to do, especially like in the 90s. I remember because the malls. That was the era. The era of the malls.
The malls were huge.
Right?
They'd stay open till like midnight or even later.
All the decorations, the Christmas decorations. You'd see Santa in the middle of the big common area.
Yep.
Right. And then all the whole line of people getting. It kind of remind me of that whole Christmas Story movie. You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Right.
Like
right.
That whole feeling. It was just such a fun, memorable social experience. I think.
Yeah.
Especially growing up as a kid. Now you don't have that mall. The mall experience isn't as the same. No. So many malls are closing down.
Yeah.
It's just and outdoor malls, I guess, now is a big thing, at least in the Midwest.
Yeah.
But that shopping experience back then was memorable, I would say. Yeah. Now, not so much for me. Do you like doing? Are you planning on doing Black Friday?
I hate shopping, bro. Because I'm also like,
are you just
a sensitive dude, and I don't want to be told. I don't want the vibe of, oh, that's a bad gift, right? So that's very high in me. Like, here's some money. I don't know.
Really? So you just rather give a gift card?
Something like that. Yeah. But what I like is, like my Uncle Phil, who's like a dad to me growing up as well. We'd go out and he'd be like, "What do you want?" And I think too, it was probably after, because there's always that post Christmas sale, so everything's cheap. So, and looking back, I'm like, I think he got things on a decent discount because we'd go shopping after. But pick up like something, and like the excitement of like, oh, I get to pick whatever I want. Cool, Yeah. And so I like that. Let's get some lunch. We'll get something.
Yeah, that's cool.
That to me is a little more fun.
A little personable.
But the preparation.
The preparation.
can't do it.
No.
I can't.
That's why I'm like the opposite of your mom. I'm on the other side of the spectrum. Right. Like I don't get into any of the gifts and buying the gifts. I do because it's customary and I don't want to look like a jerk like not giving gifts. Yeah. But I just don't see the importance of it. I don't get that.
Yep.
But I'm not one to just here's a gift card, you know. So I do put some effort into it, you know.
You just shit heal me again. We're just lobbing it. Like I don't really think it's that important, but I do it because I'm a good person.
Right.
Unlike you.
Yeah, I mean I'll do it, but like the whole I hate getting Christmas trees. Yeah. I hate the elf on a shelf thing. I just don't like why do this?
My own Christmas tree.
And I think part of it is it's a mixture of a couple things.
Yeah.
One is I grew up in a Filipino immigrant home, and so it wasn't a huge deal. I mean, we did Christmas, and my mom does a great job like putting a Christmas tree and all that stuff up. Right. But like the gifts should all give us the same jacket, and it was like. Like here, I got you a leather jacket, and we'll all get like the same large, and none of us could fit in it. We're like, thanks, Mom. So cool. Like gifts were like, why even buy? I mean, you didn't even ask me what I wanted, but whatever. And she probably bought it like 5 months ago. Right. Like opposite of your mom, she wasn't thinking about what anybody wanted. Right. There was a deal, so she bought 5. She bought 4 of them. Right. You know, one for. If one wanted tennis rackets, she would get all of us tennis rackets. So it wasn't like a significant thing. I think the other thing though too is, you know, as a business owner, let's get back to work, folks. Like we gotta spend a week sitting here, you know, buying gifts, or we're just spending money.
Gets me out of my
rhythm. Then people already start shutting down like a week before the week of vacation, and maybe even more. Yeah. And then after that week, they're taking that week off to you know New Year's Day, and then they're not even really waking up from the holiday and like in
a week
work.
Or 3 deep,
right?
Into the New Year.
I find that like people really aren't doing business till like after the Super Bowl, which is like the beginning of February. So for me, I'm like I just start getting antsy. Like, you know, nobody's really working.
Yeah, what are we doing?
There's no new deals.
Let's go.
Let's just get going. Like.
You know what's weird, man? This is a step off that Black Friday because I like that topic. But the topic of like business, the end of the year kind of thing, it's interesting. Like if I picture, say, an office building. Okay, let's just say the office building represents like business, the local economy. Let's just say, and so certain stores in this office building, say it's a mall. In fact, let's say it's a mall. And so certain stores are going to be shut down, right? It's wintertime. I can't make widgets because I work outside. Like, fine, no problem, right? So we all expect it. And so like slowly but surely, people skip out. It's funny who's left, though, right? So like that week between, say, Christmas and New Year's, right?
Yeah.
It's funny who's left in the office, right? Because either A, you're super desperado, right? We didn't hit the goal. We're totally like, holy shit, what are we gonna do, right? Yeah. So they're way desperado, or they're brand new, right? Or maybe the business itself is like, for whatever reason, it's like you're finally gonna be able to get that person on the phone because you know they're home.
Yeah, right.
But you're the animal still in the office making the calls, right? So it's those super go-getters, super aggressive, competitive types who are like, nope, I'm coming in, right? I guess maybe we've fallen there a little bit. And so there's just a weird little collection of the business going on where you're like, either you're really in it because you're like, nope, this is what I do every day, or desperate. Like it's dark days where you're doing it. So
I just get it's just, I mean, I love holidays. I love being with family. I love caring for one another. So I'm not like that. But you know, people matter to me. But I just the gifts and the quantity of gifts. Here's 20 gifts to you, kid. Like, you're never, and I know you're gonna throw half of them away, and
most get never used.
Right?
And
I just how about I give you 1, 2, 3 items that actually mean something. Right. You're happy, and let's move on. Right? Let's get back to work.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just how I see it.
Yeah.
So for me, for Black Friday,
yeah.
No, not interested.
It wasn't there growing up.
Not interested.
It
The social
yeah.
part, yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you call me and say, hey, dude, you want to just have fun, people watch and rip on people,
Right.
Like, I'm there. Where are we going? Let's set up a station. Just
right.
have fun, poking fun at people, just for the fun of it.
Right.
Sure. Right. And the experience, but the whole having to navigate through the parking lot, the whole having to get in long lines. Yeah, and then a lot of people are impatient.
In fact, I'll tell you this: the prior, I think my exes, we were gonna have our first kid, if I'm not mistaken,
mm-hmm.
and I remember going out that night, dude, Thanksgiving night,
mm-hmm.
and I think we got like a fridge because we were gonna move out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So like it was appropriate, but that one exception, just for the love of the game. I'm with you, man. I don't get it, man.
So does that make you? Are you a Cyber Monday or an online gift shopper?
I honestly, it's been a minute since I bought some gifts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And usually, like, that's the part where it's like.
But if you had to choose.
Oh, it's definitely going to be online.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
On your phone or on desktop?
Yeah. No, for sure on my phone.
Are you like Olivia? I don't buy anything. Olivia's works with us. And I finally discovered that she doesn't like buying anything on her phone.
It's somehow magically less
she's like
secure.
Gen Zer,
something like that, right?
And she doesn't buy things on her phone. She has to use her desktop.
That is some old
dude.
That's
some old lady vibe shit right there. Sorry, James, if you're watching, but your girlfriend needs to.
Right.
she needs to get on the phone. She has to get with it.
God, yeah. No, it's definitely on the phone. It's definitely because it's convenient. It's fun. It's already saved info. I can just
right.
When it arrives at the house a couple days later.
See, I'm a Cyber Monday guy.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
To me, it's just because they have all those deals there too. You have a lot of different options. You could buy everything all in an instant.
Right.
Actually, it helped me with buying gifts and being a better gift giver.
Right.
Because it's not a whole process. Where before Cyber Monday, I remember I'd be, last minute shopper. I'm driving all across town trying to find these few things and. And it's just
that, man.
Yeah, where now I can have it done. I'll have everything done by Cyber Monday.
Right.
For all my gifts.
All right. So then the nostalgia,
mm-hmm.
right? Sure. It isn't like it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Of course it never is, right? That's how life goes. It seemed fun, but it seemed more social.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. It just seemed like everybody was in it, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, the nighttime, the weekly TV shows, like growing up, for better or worse, like that
mm-hmm.
show was on at 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
We're all watching it and we're all talking about it the next day.
Yeah.
Right. So I suppose that kind of goes in line with like this shared social communal experience then
mm-hmm.
that is no longer as pervasive as it used to be.
You think?
I think so. Yeah.
See, because last
sports events aside, maybe a couple others.
So I think the common perception is that right now online sales is overtaking in-person retail shopping. But last time when I was looking, ever since COVID, year over year, it's steadily in-store purchasing is steadily increasing.
Yeah.
And what they're predicting is even this year, it's going to be 5% more spent on retail than it was the previous year. So it's climbing. And if it's correct, the online or the retail purchases is still greater than online purchases.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the time period from Black Friday to Cyber Monday, the amount spent in store on Black Friday to Cyber Monday versus the amount spent in store on online on Black Friday to Cyber Monday, still Black Friday wins. Like retail shopping wins, which I found pretty interesting. About that, I wouldn't have guessed that. But so far, it's significantly more, and it's still increasing on both fronts.
The
Black Friday retail and online is increasing.
it was I think it was Capital One. So the rate of increase, though, I think it was like, I could be wrong, 7.5 billion in 2019 to the projected like 2026-7 area, where it's going to be almost double spent shopping online. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
so
definitely
the rate is significant. Right? I think that shortly it's going to outpace, right? Because like, why bother? What? There's the malls don't even exist anymore. Why should I leave?
I think it's just gonna evolve. I see, because I do believe in like the whole placemaking marketing strategy. I do believe in like the experiential marketing piece to retail stores.
Yeah.
Right. That you don't get. Obviously, get ease, convenience, accessibility with online purchasing.
Yeah.
But people still want to go social, go out and be social. I can see, especially like women want to meet up, have their mocha chino, whatever you call
pumpkin
spice latte over at Starbucks, and then they go hang out and shop at Target or Kohl's or whatever, like, because it's a social thing. Yeah. I mean, I definitely see that still being there.
Yeah.
Is it going to go away? I don't think so. Is it going to maybe be overtaken by online sales? Probably. I could see that probably.
I wonder what the spread is, by the way, on men versus women. You know what I mean? Because like as you say that, I'm like, yeah, I can totally see that. I get it.
Yeah.
But then like, I wonder for men buying gifts, like, I don't want to go out.
Yeah.
Unless it's for things that I'm frankly interested in. Like if I'm going to go buy a guitar, for example, I'm not going to do that online. I have to put my hands on it. Right. But that's for me.
Right. Like it depends on what if it's like a guitar, it's hard to, you gotta, even if you know it, the model, you played it in store, but you're going to buy it. You're not sure if it's going to feel the same way as the one in store.
Right.
So there's definitely some purchases that is better in person.
Yeah.
But I would say that, we got to look that up, because I would say that more so there are more men who would want to buy online versus men who would want to deal with the hustle and bustle of Black Friday, shopping, versus the amount of women who want to buy online versus women who want to buy in stores. I would say that men probably win that category.
Yeah, fact.
At least that would be
I'd be surprised.
That'd be my guess. We have to share in the comments if you guys know what the answer to that is. But
that should be a poll.
I would say it's just because it's ease, it's convenient, especially for guys, and they don't want to deal with the hectic nature of
and the social
shopping.
Aspect.
And social,
right? Like, I don't want to be social, but I don't want to be social about this stuff.
Right, right.
Like it's annoying.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe guys, I tend to like every time we make a purchase, I just think like, how much is that, and do we need that, right? And so when especially if you take a child or maybe not a young child, maybe a teen, and you go Black Friday sale, they're more prone to just want to buy stuff that they don't need. And who's buying it? Me, my wife. But I'm like, how much is that? And are you going to use that?
Right.
It's just easier to make that decision online.
Yeah.
Versus having to look at it. And then you're going with intentionality often, where you're like, okay, there's 5 things I want to get on Amazon. Let's find it. Versus going to
you go to the store and you're like, oh, that looks cool. Maybe some of this too.
I'll buy a few of these things.
No.
And
no, man, no. I don't. What I don't like about going in person is like the comparison. Right, I'm in the store. I do that even if it's not Christmas or anything. Like I'll still do this. Go to the store, look at a pair of shoes, a shirt. Yeah. And I'm standing there and I'm like, well, is there a better deal somewhere else?
Right.
Check it out.
I do that too.
Like just online. Like, it's cheaper over at Kohl's.
Right.
Or probably not. But
purchase it while I'm in the store.
Yeah. Then I'm in Target buying stuff from, what am I doing?
Yeah,
I could have stayed home and done the same goddamn thing. This is stupid.
Yeah.
Right. And then the other thing, the bigger picture, as I was a formal financial advisor, is like, did you budget out Christmas?
Yeah.
Right. Does the consumer? No. It's usually just like, well, we're going to get little Johnny what little Johnny wants. Right. And the consequences be damned.
Yeah.
No, that is
that's a bad idea, but a lot of people do that. And again, it's so easy to just go out of budget, even if you had a budget.
Right.
Especially if you're buying something in store, because you're just going to buy a few things here, some stocking stuffers there.
Hey, I just got to get it done.
Right.
Let's just get it done. Let's leave. But, baby, we can't, blah, blah, blah. But I'm telling you.
Right.
Fine. Just buy it. Right. Then he's pissed off. He runs out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She spills her spice latte. It's a bad scene.
It's a bad scene. Honey, where are you going? I'm out of here. I'm sitting in the car.
That's why we got to sit outside. You know what we need? We need like heated seats. Set up our podcast right outside of like a Target. Right.
Right.
And then we can just kind of call them as they walk out. Like, ooh, they're pissed. Yeah. She spent too much money this year.
That's why if you're up to going people watching, I'd do that.
I'm down.
Okay.
I'll be the DD, bro.
Yeah.
You get in there, what's the drink? Usually brandy or something warms you up, right? So you can have a snifter or brandy because you're fancy like that on your acreage. and yeah, you can have the snifter or brandy. We'll just trash talk a bunch of people.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Now, see, I think that like that familiar experience where like all the women are shopping and the guys are just sitting on the bench.
Yeah, like, holding bags, holding purses.
Holding bags or just
looking at each other in
right,
shame.
right, exactly.
I thought it would turn out better.
Exactly.
That sucks,
you just feel defeated, like looking at your watch. Now at least you have your phone, so you can just sit there and play on your phone.
Yeah.
But back in the day when you're in the mall, man, I remember my dad would just sit on the bench. Everybody would go out shopping, and you always knew where Dad was because he would just be sitting on that bench. That's me.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So what do you think in terms of like how businesses or stores do in terms of marketing their Black Friday? Do you think that they do anything really different than
from
what
like back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think back then, because there's no internet to compete with per se, right? Like, it's presumed you're going out.
Yeah.
And so the nature of it was like, be here on time. We're open an extra hour, an extra 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That extra, but those, I guess that's more experiential in terms of the sell, right? It's a lot like it's a live event. You got to be there.
Yeah.
So it's kind of engaging like that. And you can prep and you can, arrange for that sort of thing. So I guess my point is that you can hype people up for the event.
Yeah.
Right. Versus now, I don't need to go anywhere.
Right.
I don't have to leave.
But I imagine that their campaigns and their expectations is much more of a hybrid approach where like they're thinking, okay, it's not so much that we just got to get people in our stores.
Yeah.
We'll get people in our stores and we'll get people to buy online.
Yeah. Right.
From our online store for our business, right?
So targeting those that would like to go out.
Right.
Yeah, maybe there's an ad. Maybe
all their promotions now with social media, they have all these campaigns that they could promote with coupons or discounts,
and then
you could do in store or online.
Just the right person, like the right demo.
Right.
It's like, probably some algorithms like, all right, this lady bought a pumpkin latte with almond milk.
Right.
She's going out shopping, right? Bam. And then they target her specifically, right? So now you don't have to paper the whole world and coupons or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right? You can just be very targeted. So, yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. But I think, I don't know. I just think so it's now not the generation of our parents, right? Or even our direct peers, but like the younger folks, and as they get older and have to shop for the kids and all this, I don't think they're really down to go out as much. You know what I mean? I don't think so. Because they've got, like, all throughout the year, they would have had, where you go, Grubhub and the Uber and, and all this.
Did you say Rubhub?
Grubhub. Isn't that the thing?
Like,
right?
What app are you?
And Tinder and Grindr. Wait.
What app are you going on?
Hold on.
I'm going on some Rubhub today.
Grubhub. But by the way, we're about to patent that. It's going to be our next app.
No, I'm not a part of this. I am not. That's all you. You all Rubhub.
Just wait. Rubhub is going to be huge. It's going to grow exponentially.
Oh, come on.
That's how I get my estate.
Right.
Right across the street from yours, bro.
No.
Yeah. I'll be on my massive riding mower. How do you get all this money? You're all ashamed to say it. Rubhub. You haven't heard of it?
That's going to be your tagline. Rubhub. It's going to grow.
That's right.
Exponentially.
That's right. Exponentially. Exponential growth. Yeah.
Okay.
Just wait, dude.
So you didn't say Rubhub.
By the way, can we make a commercial for all the fake stuff we create during this podcast?
Right.
Because I think I need a commercial. Like, I can see it now. Like, I could just shave and just leave the mustache, real porn style, and like look at the camera and wink. Rubhub. You know?
Oh, man.
Anyways,
hilarious shit, dude.
My point is,
I want no part of that. Just so you know, you could get. I don't care. You could become a billionaire off that
Sure.
app. I don't want anything to do with it.
I will take the time. I'll take you out shopping.
Yeah, oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll get brand new Cadillacs. So, I don't think people are inclined to go out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think, and maybe that's just me projecting, but I don't think. I think it's going to fade, you know? Yeah. And the only thing that'll be left will maybe be like purely experiential things or something.
Yeah.
Right? Things you have got to touch in your hand.
Yeah.
Or things maybe you have to pick up, like going to a pastry shop during the holidays.
But see, that's the thing, though. That's why I don't think it could ever go away, because all the little small boutique stores are still going to be around.
Yeah.
They don't do a whole lot of online stores.
Not
I mean,
like
they
that.
should, but right. I don't think it's going to go away like we think. I think it's just going to evolve.
Yeah.
I think some stores who maybe don't have a good business model, they might go away. But, you know, people still want to experience things.
Yeah.
Right? People still want to go out. People want to smell the scents. They want to hear the Christmas music as they're walking down the aisle and all that kind of bullshit.
We need to... Damn, man. They just boo-hoo in the whole holiday. Yeah, they do. You're right. You're right. They definitely want to go see that. I think as many of us will take the easy out, maybe some traditionalists, right? I guess. I don't know.
I'll tell you what, though. As much as I don't really care for Christmas and all the gift stuff, I can wrap me a mean gift, dude. I'll out-wrap anybody.
I'm not very good at it.
Yeah, no.
I don't like doing it.
Like, I perfected my gift wrapping skills.
In fact,
almost
you know
like
what?
it's art for me.
Shannon made fun of me last Christmas. I was sitting there and I was taking the time out of my day. Again, if you think the time out of your day to go shopping,
right?
Like, I'm way past that. To hell with that. I don't even want time out of my night to sit there and put your gift wrap together, right? But I tried.
Yeah.
Right? I'm making an honest effort. I'm doing my best. And my level best was whatever I was doing at that time.
Yeah.
Maybe it looked raggedy, but it's a thought that counts. Right?
So you're just going speed.
No.
Just
no. That's the thing you would think. I'm sure, like, as if I'm just kind of done. All right. No, I was meticulous. All right, let me really try this. Serious.
Really?
And it still looked like shit.
Yeah.
And then she made fun of me. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I had just haphazardly done it, fine.
Right.
Fine. But that I got, I caught a little shit for it.
See, Hannah and I compete.
Didn't even want to try.
We compete to see, who could rap faster and better quality.
Yeah.
She's got me on speed. First of all, she is a good rapper.
Nerd.
She's got me on speed.
She's got me on speed, but, I'm bringing that around. I'm going to turn this season
As far
around.
as quality of rapping, dude, sorry.
What about if it's not a square box or, what if it's an odd shape?
Okay, now you found my kryptonite.
Ooh.
Because I hate those odd shaped pieces.
Yeah.
No, I will. Why did you have to bring it up?
Looking for weaknesses.
I was trying to get everybody to think I was a good rapper, but then you got to bring the whole oblong shape.
Do you hide the shape? So, like, I don't know why, but I'm picturing a swan. I don't know.
So
why
you know what I do? I'll tell you what I do. Throw that shit in a gift bag. Here you go.
Yeah, that's the out.
Yeah,
that's what I do. I hate saving the bags. Okay. I don't want any saved bags in the closet.
You want to hear a pro tip? Like, this doesn't have to apply to like Christmas, particularly like going to a birthday party or something like that. What you do is you bring the gift. So let's say you're going to some kid birthday party. You bring the gift with you. Okay.
This is why you have an estate.
And as they start unwrapping gifts, as they start unwrapping gifts, you pull one of the bags and you throw your gift in that bag and you put it back out there.
Yeah,
dude. Pro tip.
Wait,
nobody knows.
You're not bringing.
I'm not even bringing my own bag.
You take your own bag back.
No.
You cheap bastard.
No.
So
what I do is I just bring it in a Kroger bag.
Shirt.
Bring it in a Kroger bag. Wait till little Johnny starts picking out his gifts.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I'm the nice guy. Oh, let me get the gift wrap and then throw it in a garbage bag. Oh, let me take that gift bag. And when no one's looking, I go, I put my gift in that gift bag, rip off the tag. Here you go. Here you go, Johnny.
As if
you never have to buy a gift bag again.
Little Johnny's not going to go.
It's called pro tip. That little Johnny, Susie, whatever. You always pick on Johnny, by the way.
What about the parents?
They don't care. They don't even notice. They don't notice.
Nobody notices?
No, they don't notice.
If I'm there, I'm going to notice.
No, they don't notice. Person that notice would be like your girlfriend or your wife or your significant. Yeah. And then they may razz you, but no, they don't notice. Come on. That's pro tip, you got to admit.
And then just to take that further, then you kind of know who you're with in terms of girlfriend or wife, because like if they call you out like, you cheap son of a bitch, what are you doing, man? I thought I married a man. Look at you. Right?
Now I will admit,
but they could go the other way. They'd be like, ooh, that was a good move. You know what I mean? And kind of pound you on that one. So yeah.
Now I will admit, if anybody's gonna call me out, it would be Hannah. Like just for fun,
right?
Just for fun. Like, oh, look at you. Oh, you can't afford any gift bag. I would hope she would
do it in the moment.
Right? Like, she would.
You're like, like bent over, putting the gift in. And
no, she completely would. She'd be like, oh, look at you. Can't afford any old gift bag.
Couldn't even get a bag, huh? Couldn't give it.
Yeah.
What?
You cheap son of a bitch. Can't afford no gift bag, bitch. No, she's completely going to be like that. But the thing is, I come to expect it. So I'll be like, yeah, because I'm smart.
Yeah.
This is pro level shit.
That's what you're married,
right
sweetheart.
Here. Throw it in that bag.
That's why we got goats.
Yeah. And then at that point, I'll just be like, here, Johnny, this is your transformer. I'll just spoil the
I'll just kick me in the throat.
I'll just spoil the whole gift right there. And by the way, there's no Santa Claus.
I banged your mom 20 years ago. What?
Just completely ruined their whole party.
Why would we ruin Johnny's birthday?
See what Christmas and holidays do to me?
Yeah.
I just like start losing my shit. We start talking about RubHub. It's just all bad all around.
So good.
Get back to work. That's what I'm saying. Get back to work.
That's good. That's quality.
All right.
Well,
that was therapeutic.
It was. I felt good.
Mm-hmm.
So, Cyber Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go out Black Friday. I'm looking forward to Turkey Day.
Yeah,
eating. We know our menu.
Food. I'm all in favor of that.
Yeah.
Watching football, sports on TV, catching up on some Thanksgiving Day parade, looking at some Hallmark movies. I could do that stuff. But the whole...
I'm telling you right now, dude. I'm watching reruns of one of my favorite fighters, Mike Perry. Right? We're watching bare knuckle boxing. We're going to watch Muay Thai fights.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to watch some UFC type reviews. We're going to watch probably guitar stuff. I'm not changing anything. I'm not watching a parade.
Really?
No, dude. No, I don't care. I don't care who the commercials. None of that. I don't want none of that.
I will say when it comes to like, I do love musicals. I do love Hallmark movies. This is when I turn in my man card. I'm a softie when it comes to that kind of stuff.
What? Musicals as well?
I love musicals, plays, musicals, because I love the arts. Right?
You've seen Cats.
But then on the flip side, though, I'm going to heavy metal concerts. So, see, that's why I'm trying to tell everybody, whether you're talking about food, experiences, or music, such a wide variety of experience.
I've seen Cats. I've seen Phantom of the Opera, Tommy.
See? Didn't you enjoy him?
I was a fan. Wait,
I haven't seen... Your voice went high at the end there. I was a fan.
A little bit.
Which means you're lying, dude.
But what I liked about it was I liked the production. But at the same time, I was also a young man when I saw this. I was like 10 to 13-ish.
You're still trying to find yourself.
And I'm like, do I like this? It's fun. It's kind of like, I don't know. But no. Then eventually, as a college student and as a musician, I sat in the pit. And it was a lot more fun making the plays than it was watching them.
You're in it.
Yeah. So, oh, man, that's something I miss too, bro. I remember the holidays in Jersey, and we'd go up to, we'd go to New York City, and maybe Philly, but mostly New York City, and see like the lighting of the tree, and get to go catch a show, and then get some good pastries, back to the pastries kind of dish. So I miss that, man. Anyways, that was a good one.
I'm hungry, dude.
Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up. We'll go get some food. All right, let's get out of here. So, from the iconic era of advertising to the digital age, I'm Chris.
And I'm Ernie.
Keep it legendary.